The Modigliani-Miller Theorem, M&M theory, proposed by Franco Modigliani and Merton Miller in 1958, is the cornerstone of modern corporate finance. It provides the theoretical framework for understanding how a firm's value is related to its capital structure, the mix of debt and equity. The theory is typically discussed in two distinct stages: Proposition I, the value of the firm, and Proposition II, the cost of equity, analyzed across two different worlds. 1. M&M in a world without taxes, the perfect market. In their original 1958 paper, M&M assumed a perfect world with no taxes, no bankruptcy costs, and symmetric information. Proposition I, the irrelevance proposition. This proposition states that the total market value of a firm is independent of its capital structure. Whether a firm is 100% equity financed or 90% debt financed, its total value remains the same. Intuition. This is the pie theorem. You cannot make a pizza larger by slicing it into different pieces. The value is created by the underlying assets and the cash flows they generate, not how those cash flows are divided between lenders and owners. Proposition 2. The cost of equity. While the total value remains the same, the cost of equity changes. As a firm takes on more debt, leverage, the remaining equity becomes riskier for shareholders. R_E, cost of equity. R_0, cost of capital for an all-equity firm. DE, debt to equity ratio. R_D, cost of debt. Intuition. The benefit of using cheaper debt is exactly offset by the increase in the required return by shareholders due to the added financial risk. 2. M&M in a world with taxes. In 1963, M&M updated their theory to include corporate taxes, which radically changed the conclusions. Proposition I, debt creates value. In most tax systems, interest payments on debt are tax deductible, whereas dividends are not. This creates a tax shield. T_C, corporate tax rate. D, total debt. Intuition. Because the government subsidizes debt through tax deductions, more cash stays within the firm instead of going to the tax office. Therefore, a levered firm is more valuable than an unlevered one. Proposition 2. WACC and leverage. Under the tax model, the weighted average cost of capital, WACC, decreases as the firm adds more debt. This implies that, theoretically, a firm should be financed with 100% debt to maximize its value. 3. The trade-off theory, the modern extension. If M&M with taxes suggests 100% debt is best, why don't companies do it? In reality, the pie starts to shrink if there is too much debt due to financial distress costs, legal fees, bankruptcy risks, and loss of customers who fear the company might collapse. Agency costs, conflicts of interest between debt holders and equity holders. The optimal capital structure. The value of the firm is maximized at the point where the marginal benefit of the tax shield equals the marginal cost of potential financial distress. 4. Key takeaways and comparison. Scenario. Value of the firm. Best capital structure. M&M no taxes. Constant, independent, irrelevant. M&M with taxes. Increases with debt 100% debt. Trade-off theory. Increases then decreases. The sweet spot, target ratio, summary. M&M theory taught the financial world that value comes from the left side of the balance sheet, the assets, projects, while the right side, financing, only adds value by interacting with market imperfections like taxes. Would you like me to perform a numerical derivation showing how the tax shield specifically increases the value of a levered firm?